Stop number 8 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to Bristol, Tennessee, Bristol Motor Speedway, as we're here today for the running of the Food City 500. This is one of 2 races we'll have in the day at Bristol this season. Of course, the other one obviously will be the Busch 500 night race that we'll have later on in the season. And that should be always, and as always, that should be an excellent race here. But today we're here for the day racing here, and a beautiful sunshiny day at Bristol today. And here's the starting lineup for this ring event. On the pole at 123 miles an hour, it is Keith Batson, car 39, the Napa Filters Ford, winner of the Daytona 500 this season. He'll be alongside Kyle Matthews in car number 9, the Mellow Yellow Pontiac. Second row sees winner at Rockingham, Johnny Gardner, in number 16 and number 44, Angel Navarro, fresh off of a second place run at Texas this season. Last race on the tour. Third row sees the man who won that race at Texas. It's Quentin Moore in car 89, and the winner at Nashville this season, car number 99, it's Levi McIntyre. Fourth row has Matt McIntyre in car number 14 and number 52, Mason Wood, a great qualifying run for him. Row number 5 will see car number 03, Charles Sanford, and number 11, Jessica Shelton in the Boaz Ford. Next row sees number 3, Cole Deaver in the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. He'll be alongside car number 25, Seth Cole. Both of them carry in-car cameras, by the way, for today's race. Next row sees Dylan Young in number 2 and number 43, Mike Becker. Next row has number 48, Jay Jefferson at the Pizza Hut Chevrolet. And the Driven to Honor Chevrolet car number 10, Joshua Osborne. He has our third in-car camera. Going to the next row, we see car number 42, Nicky Martinez in the Masuki Lounge Pontiac. And number 24, it is Tyler Deaver in the DuPont Chevrolet. Next row is number 84, Cassie Dent in the Suicide Squad Harley Quinn Ford. And beside her will be car number 12. It is Mitchell Collins in the Pennzoil Dodge. Next row, Trent Dunham in car number 1 and car number 17. It is Jesse Turner. Next row down has number 59, Zachary Fitzwater, and number 69, it is Kev Shearer. Next row down has number 8, Matt Haas in the Speed Raceway Pontiac, and car number 8 and number 18, it is Nathan Hudson in the FedEx Sailor Moon Chevrolet. Next row, Phil Parker in number 5, the Quaker State Chevrolet, and number 7 and number 97, it is Zach Winkle alongside. Next row has number 80 as number 22, Dylan Poteet in the Caterpillar Dodge, and number 88, Kate Anderson in the other Goodwrench Chevrolet. Next row has car number 41 is Taylor Gertis in the Sheets Chevrolet, and number 70, Cat Batson in the Jelly Belly Ford. Next row, Zach Rogers in car 6, the Burger King Dodge. He won the season at Atlanta. He'll be alongside car number 30. It is Ryan George. Next row down has car number 19, Rob Evans, and number 4, it is William Brock in the Synovus Bank Chevy. Next row has number 01, Jake Emerson in car number 9 and 01, and number 91, it is Jordan Anderson in the Mopar Dodge. Starting shotgun field will be Cole Baker in car number 20, and number 76, Ty Dent will start alongside. So the field getting set for the green flag here. Here's the command.
Driver, start the engine.
So the field rolls off of pit road for the start to get the green flag here. We'll be back for the green after this. Field now rolls into turn number 3 here. Keith Batson in number 39 and Kyle Matthews in car number 9 will be the front row starters for this race here. Ford versus Pontiac on the front row. As they come off turn number 4, the green flag flies as we're set for 75 laps of rock'em sock'em short track action. Green flag flies. We're underway at Bristol. Keith Batson has led the first 2 laps of this race here, but here comes Johnny Gardner to the low side. He's got Quentin Moore underneath as Gardner and Batson almost touch off turn number 2. That blows Gardner's chances for the lead, and here comes Moore to the low side. He'll take the lead off turn number 4. Or take second position, I should say, excuse me, off turn number 4. As meantime, Charles Stanford gets by Matt McIntyre. Now tries to get underneath Johnny Gardner, and Charles gets a little bit loose off turn number 2. Just about gets into Gardner's car. And whoa, Matt McIntyre touches with Cole Deaver here, number 3. Deaver gets by. McIntyre stuck up on the high side. Matt McIntyre, that is, as they come off turn number 2. Dylan Young is in there, as well as Jay Jefferson in 48. And now Dylan Young gets off the wall of turn number 4. Several cars already moving their way up through the field. They're starting mid-pack in this race here. That's Matt Haas in number 8 and Phil Parker in car number 5. Moving down to the low side as they get by the 43 car of Mike Becker, and Haas bounces off both Phil Parker and Cassie Dent. Parker down to the low side. Has to let off the throttle a little bit there, trying to, and loses as he loses some spots here. Cassie Dent there with a tire mark on the number 84 car. And now Parker gets shoved up to the high side. Now Taylor Durtis gets by and then Zach Rogers tries to get by car number 6. And Becker loses a spot now to Matt Haas. That moves Haas, I think, up to the moves him up, I think, to the 9th position here, as he is having a darn as he's moved this way up to the field nicely already. And meantime, Keith Batson showing the way here at Bristol as he's led now the first 10 laps of this race. Laps here at Bristol go by very quickly, about 15 seconds a lap. Now Jake Emerson gets off the wall, and how about Cole Baker? Baker started this race 39th in the field, and he's already up to 14th. 13th, make that. Baker with a very strong car. He practiced fast. He was fast in happy hour. As he goes by, now he picks up another spot, getting by Matt Haas for 12th. That 20 car is going to be a player here today. I about guarantee you that there. The number 12 car, or number $20 General car. Baker's had a so-so start to the season so far, but getting it all together here, a very formidable team there he's put together. Ty Dent moving up through the field, number 76. There he is, as he tries to go underneath Zach Winkle, number 97. Up ahead of him is number 19, Rob Evans. And there is Evans in number 19, Ineos Motor Oil Chevy. He's running 13th at the moment here. Up ahead, Taylor Gertis, Cole Baker, and Mike Becker. Phil Parker behind him, car number 5. There's number 4. Whoa! And Taylor Gertis and Rob Evans got together. And Cole Baker up in the air, as did Gertis. And that is going to cause caution number 1 to fly. And amazingly, both the 41 and the 20 cars both keep on going here as if nothing, and the damage very minimal on both machines here, all things considered. But that was quite a ride here, and as we take a look again, a replay as to what happened here, it all started to come off turn number 2 here. Baker gets off the wall, gets right into Gertis' car. Gertis goes right into Rob Evans, and both of them get the wall. Well, Evans at least got the inside wall. That's going to damage his car. But now watch Gertis. He goes up the track into Baker's car. Right there, and then in the number 3. A wall ride along the catch fence here at Bristol, and just about took out the Ford and ESPN signs here at Bristol. And amazingly enough, still keep on going here. Tower Deaver, you see him in the 24 car down the apron of the tractor, trying to keep from trying to avoid the wreck here. And Deaver, meantime, lost spots to both Nathan Hudson and Mitchell Collins. And so it didn't cost him all that much, as it turned out there. Gertis running in 16th and Baker running 17th, but I'm sure the damage is going to hinder those two cars a bit. And oh, Trent Dunham's got problems in the number 1 car. What happened? Well, take a look as to what happened to number 1 Trent Dunham as some of the cars came in the pit. He was running 36 behind Kyle Matthews in number 9. And there's Matthews comes in the pit. There's Dunham, and Navarro's behind him as well too. Slides into his pit, into the wall in his pit stall here, and somehow comes back around out of his pit stall, and the car's now right in, and he's nose against the wall. Strange incident there for Trent Dunham, I'll definitely say that. As all the cars are now trying to get gathered up for the restart here. Keith Batson's the leader of the race. Here, second place is Charles Sanford. Third right now is Johnny Gardner. Fourth is Clinton Moore. Fifth is Jay Jefferson. Sixth place right now is Matt McIntyre. Seventh is Mike Becker. Eighth is Dylan Young. Ninth is Cole Deaver. Mitchell Collins runs 10th. Going 11th is Joshua Osborne. 12th is Jessica Shelton. 13th right now is Nikki Martinez. 14th at the moment is Levi McIntyre. 15th is Kathy Dent. 16th right now is Tower Deaver. 17th, Kyle Matthews. 18th is Zach Rogers. 19th is Ty Dent. 20th is Zach Winkle. Then you see the rest of the cars on the track right there, as we have got 35 cars on the lead lap here. Seth Cole and Angel Navarro are the 2 cars a lap down. Tough break for those 2 drivers, but still early on in the race. So, however, Mason Wood, though, who started 8th in the race, he's a lap down, as is Zachary Fitzwater, number 59, and I'm sure Trent Dunham also a lap or more down after an early race pit stop. Green flag out on lap number 23 at Bristol. Cautions do breed cautions here on this racetrack here. I must warn everybody on this one. And here we go, 3 wide there. Here it's Matt McIntyre, Dylan Young, and Cole Deaver, and Dylan Young's around in a big crash. Bill Parker front end smashed on a number 5 Quaker State Chevy. Jay Jefferson's involved in 48. There's Jake Emerson. Ty Dent's involved. Jesse Turner involved. As I said before, cautions breed cautions at Bristol. As we take a look again as to what happened in replay. They came off turn number 4 here. Turn number 2 there. They had a... I should mention that I think the wreck may have happened further in front, though. So we was watching three between McIntyre, Young, and Deaver. And let's take a look at what happened here. There's where the crash behind started here. Fitzwater got turned by 48 car Jay Jefferson. Jefferson shoots back up the track right into Johnny Gardner. Becker goes right into the crash. There's Quentin Moore at 89. He's in the crash. Gardner wall rides in turn number 3. Quentin Moore upside down in number 89. So goes from a race winner at Texas all the way down to a badly damaged car at Bristol, obviously. There's Jake Emerson, Ty Dent, involved in the crash, Jesse Turner, Kate Anderson in 88. And now let's take a look at what happened about in the after what happened between Dylan Young, Dylan Young, Matt McIntyre, and Cole Deaver. They got 3 wide through 1 and 2, and that is a no-no at Bristol easily, and you see why right there. Dylan Young getting into the wall right there. Matt McIntyre keeps crashing right into him. Jessica Shelton goes by. 12 car of Mitchell Collins does not escape. Watch Phil Parker. Oof! Congratulations, Phil. You just took yourself right out of the race. Both running smash on the 2 and 5 cars. So the attrition list already right here looks like this here. Matt Haas out of the race. Kev Shears out of the race. The winner this season at Richmond. He's out here. Mike Becker's out. Phil Parker obviously out after the hit he took with Dylan Young. Jay Jefferson's out. Dylan Young's out. And Zachary Fitzwater is out. So 33 cars remain on the track right now here as the cars will now move to the inside lane here. Again, led by Angel Navarro, Seth Cole, and Mason Wood. And now add Kate Anderson now out of the race, as is Dylan Poteet. So 20. So we guess at the restart on lap number 30, we will have 40. So we have 29 down and 46 laps remaining here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Here, Keith Batson remains the leader. Second place is Charles Samper. Third is Cole Deaver. Fourth is now Jessica Shelton, and fifth position now belonging to Ty Deaver as the green flag flies. We're back underway on lap number 30. Didn't take long for the action to get going after the lap cars getting in the way here. Let's see what happens this time by. Yellow flag flies for the third time today. So sadly and it's number 10, Joshua Osborne, as the Jennifer Jo Cobb special badly damaged up now on the number 10 machine. Look at the back end, about almost dragging to the pavement here at Bristol. And Bristol is one of Joshua's home tracks, by the way, too. I might want to mention, too, they're hailing from the southeastern part of Kentucky as we watch what happened through 1 and 2. Joshua gets kicked up to the high side by Cassie Dent. Joshua off the wall and then right into Jake Emerson's car, and nothing for Joshua to do, gets plowed right into by Matt McIntyre. And some band-aids needed on that number 10 driven to honor machine. Jenny Joe really hurt here right now, obviously. Joshua was had restarted 19th when this happened too, as you see him still on the track there, as he's now slipped to 25th position. So restart about to happen here. It'll be on lap number 36 when the race restarts here at Bristol Motor Speedway. We will still have 39 laps from we will still have 40 laps, I should say, from the finish in this race. Again, it's Keith Batson. He's led all the way so far. Second is Charles Sanford. Third position is Cole Deaver. Fourth is Zach Rogers. Fifth, Jessica Shelton. Sixth right now is Kyle Matthews. Seventh is Tyler Deaver. Eighth position is Johnny Gardner. Ninth is Zach Winkle, and 10th right now is William Brock. As the field rolls through turns number 3 and 4 here. Pace car will duck off on the pit road here, and you will ride with Cole Deaver on the restart here at Bristol as the green flag flies on lap number 35. That's what it looks like to ride it along at Bristol Motor Speedway here, Bristol, Tennessee. As you saw right there, Angel Navarro trying to get his lap back on Keith Batson. Keith gets back by him, tries to, puts him back a lap down. Rear bumper cam right there, looking at Zach Rogers' car, the Burger King Dodge. Now Deaver and Sanford both sliding back there to 0-3 and the 3 cars. They're both of them getting tail happy off that fourth corner. Kyle Matthews now also kicked up to the high side here. Johnny Gardner goes low and now follows behind Jessica Shelton in number 11. Shelton up to the third position now as she has gotten by all this pack of cars here. Tyler Deaver's now up to second and 24. Yellow flag, I should say, back out for the fourth time here today, and I think Angel Navarro has got himself back on the lead lap too. And it's Keith Batson's wife, Kat Batson, that's crashed here. Her and Jake Emerson. Happening on lap number 40 in this race. And Nathan Hudson also involved in car number 18 as he and Cassie Dent. It might have been he and Cassie Dent. I know he and Cole Baker got involved. Take a look again as to what happened in replay. Cassie again way up on the high side. And I don't know how many incidents Cassie's been in so far today at Bristol. Hudson just spins right here. Now Jake Emerson's going to crash right into Cole Baker's car, and Ty Dent goes right and turns Emerson around. Oof! And Cat just knocked the jelly beans right out of that number 70 car. I mean, I know, lame joke, but still. Oh my gosh, that is a bad hit by Cat Batson in number 70. About like what we saw with Phil Parker in car number 5. About like we saw with Phil Parker and Dylan Young earlier when Phil crashed into Dylan Young's car, and it turns out, yes, actually 2 cars got back on the lead lap. Angel Navarro and Seth Cole both got back on the lead lap, so hard work pays off for the 44 and 25 teams here, and now there are 25 cars on the lead lap here. Navarro runs 24th. Seth Cole, matching his car number, runs 25th. So the field now rolls through turns 3 and 4 here. Mason Wood, Trent Dunham, Quentin Moore are the cars a lap or more down. So is Levi McIntyre as the green flag about to fly on lap number 46. Here we will have 45 in the books and 30 to go. And Phil Parker and Levi McIntyre both awfully slow here. So, and look at Johnny Gardner and Zach Rogers there. Those two knew what line to take. And here comes Gardner for the lead on Batson through turns. Ooh, didn't quite get him at the yellow flag. 6th yellow flag of the day at Bristol Motor Speedway here, and it happened again on a restart here as Zach Winkle this time was the one who crashed as he... Off turn number 2 here, Winkle gets off the wall again right there off turn number 2. And, yep, guess who involved as well again? Cassie Dent in the 84 car. Jesse Turner this time involved. Cole Baker. Oh, this time he's really out of the race right now in that number 20 car. Gertis involved. There's Navarro. Is he involved in the crash too? I don't know. On Seth Cole, 25, he gets involved too. And after working so hard to get back on the lead lap, Seth Cole now figures what else can go wrong. That's the one question you actually do not want to ask, believe it or not. Believe me on that one. And Jesse Turner was running 17th when he crashed, and so cautions breed cautions, like we said earlier today at Bristol, and that's the case on this track. And we may have had 2 cars get back on the lead lap again, too. We may have had Mason Wood and Trent Dunham back on the lead lap now. But Oh, Johnny Gardner almost took the lead from Keith Batson on the caution flag. But yeah, Gardner went to the inside. He and Zach Rogers both had the excellent idea. Both had the idea to move inside there and among the lap cars as Batson and was caught up on the high side of the racetrack here. Gardner and Rogers both just about both their plans almost worked right there too, but the yellow flag flew. If the yellow flag hadn't flown, we likely would have had a new leader of this race here. But again, it's Keith Batson who's held the lead so far in the first 51 laps of this race so far at Bristol. As we'll restart on lap number 52, we will have 26 laps, or actually we'll have 24 laps to go, excuse me, at Bristol Motor Speedway as the green flag flies. The Food City 500 is back underway. Quentin Moore, Levi McIntyre, and Trent Dunham. Trent Dunham did not get back on the lead lap, sadly for him. And here comes Gardner for the lead. He's got it. Johnny Gardner, new leader here at Bristol Motor Speedway. And now Rogers goes inside of Keith Batson, trying to move inside for position. Here comes Ty Deaver in 24. He's in this mix too. And oh, Charles Sammer just about got into Jessica Shelton up to number 4. Shelton retaliates back with a bump to Sammer, saying, I did not like that, Charles. And yellow flag back out again here. And I think Jordan Anderson was scraping along the wall too. Oh, and it's Levi McIntyre, 99, is involved in the crash this time. One of the cars a lap down. Levi was 25th when this all happened. As the yellow flag flies here, and watch McIntyre as he comes off turn number 2 as he moves up to the high side here, gets into the 89 and Quentin Moore, but then right in front of the nose of Trent Dunham's car number 1, there's McIntyre, gets right into the wall. That's basically what knocked him into a spin, I should say, but all the while that, Matt McIntyre gives Levi a bit of insult to injury right there. So as we're looking now as to what happened here, there's what happened between Samper, Shelton, and Jordan Anderson right there. There's where McIntyre got spun by Trent Dunham. Now, Samper gets right into Shelton's car. Anderson, meantime, Jordan Anderson, that is, in 91. He's screaming along the wall there, but Samper just about turned him and Shelton into the wall. Jess retaliates back to Charles with a bump of her own, letting Charles know that she didn't like that at all. Only dropped Shelton back to 7th place. And all this here as William Brock had gone by for the 6th position. But Samper runs 5th. 4th is now Tyler Deaver. 3rd is now Batson. 2nd is Zach Rogers. And Johnny Gardner is the leader here at Bristol. After now 56 laps of this race, we have now 19 laps remaining here in the Food City 500. So we have now got 24 cars remaining in this race there, and the attrition list just absolutely incredible here. 16 cars out of this race so far. As the green flag flies on lap number 58 or lap number 59, boy, Johnny Gardner took off like John Force on that start there. He jumped way out ahead of Zach Rogers. Oh, I do not like. Looks like I don't know. Oh my gosh. I was gonna say I do not like the looks of that one, but Charles Sanders is now in the wall in turns 1 and 2. There he is. He was running 5th when this all happened. And Charles took a wall ride through that first and second corners. This happening on lap number 60 here at Bristol. Quentin Moore more, and Trent Dunham. And this at this point, I said I knew it. I said I was going to say I didn't like the looks of this whole thing, and then Samper. Oh my gosh, what a ride he took there, over and over, upside down. Several cars getting through. And the California Crusher gets crushed at Bristol Motor Speedway. And so 17th car out of the race here today at Bristol. This is just absolutely, I don't know what to call it, to be honest here. So it looks like Charles will be relegated to likely to a 24th place finish here today at Bristol here. Other cars out of the race: Levi McIntyre, Cole Baker, 17 car Jesse Turner out of the race here. Taylor Gertis out of the race. Zach Winkle, Jake Emerson, and there's a second page to this whole thing. Kat Batson, Dylan Pote, Kate Anderson, Matt Haas, Kev Shearer, Mike Becker, Phil Parker, Jay Jefferson, Dylan Young, and 59 car of Zachary Fitzwater all out of race. And we are averaging so far a blistering, not really, 59.638 miles an hour as we I don't know what caution car we're on right now at Bristol. I seriously to goodness do not know. And I don't think we're going to be done wrecking yet. Fastest lap race so far is being held by before he got out of the race, Charles Samper had the fastest lap at 1:24.275. The order goes like this right now. Johnny Gardner is your leader. Second is Zach Rogers. Third position is Keith Batson. Fourth is Tyler Devers. Fifth spot is now Nikki Martinez, car number 42. She's at the fifth position. Sixth is Kyle Matthews. Seventh is Cole Bieber. Eighth is William Brock. Ninth is Mitchell Collins. 10th is Rob Evans. 11th is Jessica Shelton. 12th right now is Angel Navarro. A great recovery for him so far after being a lap down for half the race. Ty Dance 13th. 14th is Jordan Anderson. 15th is Ryan George. 15th right now is... 15th is Ryan George. 16th is Nathan Hudson. 17th Seth Cole. 18th is Cassie Dent. 19th Joshua Osborne. 20th is Matt McIntyre. And 21st right now is Trent Dunham. And the remainder of the field so far here, Quentin Morse 22nd, and 23rd is Mason Wood, who started this race in 8th position and have been pretty much, I don't know. Well, let's see if we can try to get the last 10 laps done under green here at Bristol. I'm not holding my breath on that one, but we'll see what happens or not. Johnny Gardner won the Food City 500 about a season or two back here. He looks to do it again here. Zach Rogers, he's won at Bristol before. Keith Batson's won at Bristol before. We'll see. It likely could be one of those three that can do it here today here. Ty Deaver, he's never won. He looks to keep that streak going of different winners in the first few races of the season. We've had 7 winners in the first 7 races of the season. Johnny Gardner is one of the... Johnny Gardner, Zach Rogers, and Keith Batson are 3 of those 7 winners this season. And Gardner again gets an excellent start. Here to come off turn number 4. And 3 wide off turn number 4. Trent Dunham trying to get out of the way of Kyle Matthews. Matthews goes by. Deaver tries to go by in car number 3. William Brock and Mitchell Collins got a little cozy off that second corner here. Rob Evans now goes underneath, as does 44 car of Angel Navarro. Collins gets off the wall. He loses now a spot to Navarro. Now about to lose a spot to number 11 of Jessica Shelton. And he'll definitely lose a spot to Shelton. Collins banged that wall off that 4th corner. Now Navarro up underneath his teammate Nikki Martinez here, and she bounced off the wall. Now Rob Evans goes by. And meantime, Rogers taking the lead. Here comes Gardner to the low side. Gardner says go. Off to number 4 they come. They'll complete lap number 70. We have 5 to go. Rogers takes off the wall. He goes back. Here comes Tower Deaver. Can he get his first ever win here? He comes to the low side here of Gardner through turns 3 and 4. Not gonna happen. 4 to go. Johnny Gardner has won a season at Rockingham. Tower Deaver in his rookie season has not yet won. Through turns 1 and 2 they come here. We're on the 8th race of the season here. Season here at Bristol. As you see, Deaver still trying to catch him. He got off the wall the last time by we saw. 2 to go, and now Rogers goes up underneath Keith Batson for position. Margin staying the same here. Gardner has the white flag. He has 1 lap remaining at Bristol Motor Speedway. No traffic ahead. Deaver's trying to close up a little bit in that 24 car. Gardner trying to make it into turn number 3 and 4 here. Deaver looks to the low side. Off to number 4. He takes a shot on Gardner short. And Johnny Gardner becomes the first repeat winner of the season. He wins the Food City 500 at Bristol. Tower Deaver comes home second. Third will go to Zach Rogers with Keith Batson in 4th. So Johnny Gardner takes the Crowley Foods Chevrolet to victory lane for the 2nd time this season. He won at Rockingham, and now he takes it all today at Bristol in a, we said it was going to be 75 minutes of rock'em sock'em short track action, and boy was I not lying. Margin of victory 1/10 of a second even here. That was the margin at Bristol. And so some cautions, precautions, but we ended up with a pretty darn good finish here today at Bristol Motor Speedway here. Rest of the finish top 10 here. Kyle Matthews comes home in 5th. 6th will go to Cole Deaver. 7th to William Brock. Angel Navarro comes home 8th. 9th, Nikki Martinez. And Jessica Shelton will come home in 10th. And how about Jordan Anderson in the 11 car? Finishes in the 91 car. He finishes 11th in today's race here. A darn good run for the Mopar team here. Rob Evans comes home 12th. Ryan George 13th. Mitchell Collins 14th. 15th will go to Ty Dent. Seth Cole 16th. Cassie Dent comes home 17th. 18th will be Nathan Hudson. Joshua Osborne 19th. And Matt McIntyre, the last car on the lead lap, finishes 20th. Damaged up in all of them, I might add, too. Rest of the field for you here. Trent Dunham was 21st. 22nd will be Mason Wood. And the last car to finish was Quentin Moore in 23rd spot. So for some of those drivers, Bristol did not treat them very, very well here. And from 24th on down, you know why Bristol didn't treat them well. 17 cars finished out of this race. And some big names on that list too here, including Charles Sanford, Levi McIntyre, Cole Baker, Jesse Turner, Kat Badson, Dylan Poteet, Kev Shear, Dylan Young, Phil Parker, Mike Becker, and Fitzwater all out of the race there. That's some big names back there too. But that's what short track racing can do to you here as well too. That's basically it here. Average speed 62.335 miles an hour. Johnny Gardner, first repeat winner of season 27 of the Castrol GTX Cup Series, as he takes all of Bristol Motor Speedway, and he hopes to carry that momentum for the next race on the tour at North Wilkesboro for the First Union 400, which will be next on the tour. And after that, will be at Martinsville for the 3rd straight race on the short track, and then from the shortest and the slowest in Martinsville, we go to the longest and the fastest at Talladega. So that will do it here today at Bristol Motor Speedway here. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on this channel. We got inter races, we got gaming videos, we got inter online videos. Whatever the president of the NNSCRA says desires to have for this channel. And be sure to check out Seth's Dorsell Cup Series, which is in full swing on this channel as well too. And I guarantee his races are a lot better than what I have to offer too. So that will do it today here. This is James Qualls. This has been a production of the NNSCRA. Offline racing at its best. We will see you at North Wilkesboro.